KuCoin is a crypto exchange with low fees and great altcoin support. KuCoin also enables everyone to trade and doesn't require KYC information, so you can trade crypto right away. If you're having trouble finding altcoins or can't use Binance, especially if you live in certain states in America, KuCoin could be the option for you. Hey guys, James here, and in this KuCoin tutorial, I'll show you how to get KuCoin set up, how to navigate the site and trading systems, how to deposit and withdraw funds, and how to buy and sell in a few different ways on KuCoin. If you want to follow along or sign up to KuCoin, I'll leave the sign up link below in the description box, alongside the timestamps for this video and some other helpful resources. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you want daily helpful cryptocurrency content. Let's come to the KuCoin homepage firstly then, and you can come up here and press sign up. I already have an account, but you can see on here, you can actually sign up with only your email address. That's all you need, or you can put a phone number in there as well. You don't need to set up two-factor authentication for this, and you don't need any KYC information either. So ID documents and everything like that, you don't actually need, although I would recommend putting your phone number in here so you can set up 2FA later on down the line, so you can actually set up trading. After you've signed up, it will take you through to the assets overview page, and there are a few different pages that we can come to, and we'll go through all of them. But firstly, the assets overview page lists your different accounts, and depending on what you want to do, you'll have to put your assets into those accounts. Firstly, we have the main account. This is going to be the account that you transfer any of your cryptocurrencies into that you may want to trade. So this is the account where all of your addresses will be. So if we just click on this one, you can see all of the different supported cryptocurrencies and any holdings that you currently have of them in this account. We can go back to the accounts overview page or simply go to trading account to see this one. This is the account where you can trade from. So if you have some cryptocurrencies in your main account, you'll have to just transfer them over into your trading account first before you can go ahead and trade them on the system. Next, we have the margin account, and if you do want to trade on margin, then you can put your cryptocurrencies into here. But just looking at the assets overview, we can actually put them in a Pool X account, and this is the staking and investment account that KuCoin uses. It will take you through to poolx.io, which is a different website, but if you want to stake any coins, then you'll have to put them into this account, go through and stake. Switching cryptocurrencies between all of these four accounts in KuCoin is completely free of charge and instant as well. Just simply click on transfer, then you can choose the account where it's transferring from and the account where you want to transfer it to. Simply choose the coin that you have on account, and you can choose them here, the amount, and then just press confirm. That will be transferred into the account for you. As KuCoin really is a crypto-only platform, it's really meant for users that are quite experienced and already have other trading accounts and cryptocurrencies stored either on other exchanges or maybe some hardware wallets, and then you can transfer those into KuCoin to trade. There are also options that you can use fiat currencies to buy crypto as well. Come up to the buy crypto option, and there's a few options here which I will go through in a second. But let's just go through depositing cryptocurrencies first. So we can come over to the deposit tab right here, click on deposit, then it will take you through and you have to select the cryptocurrency that you want to deposit onto account. Because there's many different cryptocurrencies supported, you will have many different wallets here. So your Bitcoin address is different to your Ethereum address. So you have to make sure you're choosing the right one. Let's just do it with Bitcoin here. So I'll click on Bitcoin. We get a warning here that the deposit address has changed. So KuCoin used to use a different set of addresses and they have changed this. So if you've been a KuCoin customer for a long time, please note that the address has changed. And if you send to the old address, then there are going to be some issues. So just click that you've read this and to confirm. And now you get your cryptocurrency address. Now this is specifically my Bitcoin address at my KuCoin account. So you can actually transfer this into a variety of your accounts, either your main account, your trading account, or your margin account. So you can just choose one of those and then choose the network that you want to transfer it on. So I'll choose BTC here. And you can see here that KuCoin actually uses SegWit addresses, which is segregated witness addresses. This is an attempt to reduce some of the costs of sending Bitcoin over the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's a good thing. And then this is your address here. Just to show you how this would be done, I've logged into my Binance account. So I already have some Bitcoin on account with Binance. And what you'd have to do is just copy the address of your KuCoin Bitcoin account here. So I've copied that. Go into either your Binance or other exchange, or if you're using a hardware wallet, go into the withdraw field or send field, then come and copy the address. Make sure that you are using the same blockchain. So we'd be using the Bitcoin blockchain, and then you can decide how much you want to send, and that will be deposited into your address so you can go and trade it with KuCoin. If you want to withdraw funds from KuCoin or you want to trade on KuCoin, you have to set up 2FA. So we can do that now, coming to the main menu and then coming down to account security. When we click on that, we can add a cell phone number and also a trading password as well. These are the ones that you need to add: a phone and a trading password. If you don't want to use your phone, you can set up Google verification as well. You'll have to go to the App Store on your phone, download Google Authenticator, and then set it up with KuCoin. As you can see, I just set up my phone, so you have to put in your phone number and they'll send you a password. With trading password, this is actually a way to set a 6-digit password that you enter when you trade. We can see that a trading password is a newly added security mechanism for the platform and is a 6-digit password used for important operations such as transactions, withdrawals, and API creation. You can click OK to understand and then go and set your password. Both my phone and my trading password have been set up, so I can now come and withdraw funds. So we'll come up here and go to our main account, deposit and withdraw. Then we can simply move over to withdraw, and all you need is the cryptocurrency address of the other exchange or wallet that you're using. And you can see that you can't actually withdraw funds until a day after you set up all of your passwords. So just keep that in mind. Let's get on to trading then, and the ways that we can buy cryptos and trade cryptos on KuCoin. First thing, we can come up to the markets tab. This is just a general overview of the markets that KuCoin supports. And KuCoin does support a lot of altcoins. So if you can't find an altcoin on your exchange, then you might find it here to trade. KuCoin also supports a decent range of stablecoin markets, so you can click on that one and see what stablecoins that you can trade against various other coins. And like I said, there is good support for altcoins, and KuCoin also has its own coin, which is KCS. You can see a good overview of the market here, and then we can go through and buy some cryptos. Firstly, let's just go onto the buy crypto option. So like I said, you can't deposit fiat currency into your account with KuCoin, but if you want to use fiat currencies to buy cryptos, then you can use a credit or debit card via a third-party provider. You can enter the amount that you want to spend in your currency and also the cryptocurrency that you want to buy. And it's not the most extensive list here. Certainly a lot of altcoins that you might want to buy, you can't do that directly with fiat currencies, but you can go and use one of the supported methods here to go through and continue with a payment. There's also another very simple way that KuCoin have introduced though, which is called Fast Buy. And this is another way that you can use some third-party payment providers to buy cryptocurrencies with fiat. For right now, I don't believe pound sterling is supported. Only a few currencies are, so check at the time that you're watching this video, but you can go ahead and buy 3 cryptos: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and US dollar Tether. With US dollar Tether, you can trade that cryptocurrency against virtually any other crypto. So it's a US dollar stablecoin. So you can choose the currency that you want to pay with, enter the amount here, go through and click buy, and then it will take you through to the service providers. Now, like I said, it won't give me a quote because I think USD and GBP aren't supported for this option right now. Another simple way to trade cryptos though is the instant exchange feature on KuCoin. This is much like the simple convert features on other apps and services. So choose the cryptocurrency that you have and then choose the cryptocurrency that you want to buy with, and you can simply exchange these. This is a very simple way for you to exchange cryptos without having to use the advanced trading features which we're about to get onto. You can see that there are no charges here. What KuCoin does is actually just give you a slightly worse price than they get. So they take their money in the spread that they give you. You won't be getting direct market access and direct prices and then paying a fee on top. So you will be getting a slightly worse price overall, but for that price, you gain a lot of convenience simply by pressing buy or sell here, but also you do have a very limited selection. Let's get into the trade feature then. So we're going to come to spot trading and I'll show you how it works on KuCoin. You can see right now it's asking me for my trading password. So I'm just going to put this in, and just to note, you only have to put this in once every 5 hours. So if you want to go ahead and trade, just put that in one time. It will open up this box for you, and then you won't have to put it in every time that you trade, but just once every few hours or so. And to quickly touch on the fees of KuCoin, fees are 0.1%, which is extremely competitive. So that's amongst the lowest in the industry at 0.1%. Also, if you just quickly go to your user profile, so click on your name and then come to your user dashboard, you'll see this option down here, KCS pays fees. Click this on and you'll get a 20% discount on your fees. So you will have to have some of KuCoin's token on account. So if you have some KCS tokens on account, you can pay with them and then get a 20% reduction in your fees. Let's quickly go through the trading options then. So spot trading actually gives us a few different options that I haven't seen on many other exchanges. The first one is to have 4 charts in one. So I'm just going to touch this button and we can go to 4. And then you can see I've got my Bitcoin chart right here. Then I can click on this chart space, come up to this option up at the top, and I'm just going to choose an Ethereum market. So we'll just search for Ethereum, ETH, and we should get Ethereum against US dollar tether. So I'm happy to click on that one and it will populate that second chart for me. So now I can actually click between these. I can see both charts and you can have 4 here. You can click over to the Bitcoin chart and then the order book and the recent trades will change as well. I think that's a good feature to have 4 different options and you can just quickly flick through those markets. Let's go back to the one chart though, and I'll just quickly show you how this works. So this chart is actually by TradingView and I think it's very good. So we can just zoom out of the chart here and manipulate the chart and move it around. You have the different options up here. So you have the different time scales. So each candlestick at the moment is representing 8 hours. We can do a 30-minute chart like this. And so each candlestick is representing a smaller period in time. You can also flick to a different type of chart here. So let's go to a line chart like that. And we'll move it back to a candlestick chart. When I was trading, I always used and still do use candlestick charts. And we have lots of different technical analysis that we can put on the charts right here, including drawing trend lines. But I'm not going to get into that in this video. I do have some other very in-depth tutorials about trading, how to use all of these. So if you want to see that, definitely check out some of the playlists and videos on my channel. To go ahead though and input a trade, we can come over and look at the order book. And this is the live market in Bitcoin against US dollar tether. So right now we have buyers right here. These are people bidding for the cryptocurrency, and then these are sellers trying to sell at a higher price. And this price in the middle is the price that they're trading at right now. On the right hand side, you have recent trades. These are trades that are going through in the market. So this is what's happening right now. And these are the prices that people are agreeing to buy and sell Bitcoin at against the US dollar tether. So what we can do if we want to place an order is actually just come down right here into the order screen. Just clicked on market order. As you can see, all of the prices disappear. That's because a market order, you can't actually choose the price that you pay. So you're not really worried about the price. You just want to get your order done. So you can actually put the amount of USDT that you want to spend to buy an amount of Bitcoin. So let's say I want to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. I can put that in here. And as you can see, I've got 1,000 US dollar tether that I'm spending or selling in order to buy Bitcoin. You can see this buy BTC right here. Now, the price that we get, we don't know. It's just going to go and buy $1,000 worth at the best price that it possibly can. And then when you put that order in, it's going to be right in here. It's actually going to be in your order history straight away because a market order trades immediately and is not price sensitive at all. So you'll be paying anything just to get the Bitcoin. Now, a limit order is different. You can see the price is actually an option here. So what we're doing now is actually telling the system how much we're willing to pay per Bitcoin. And the amount per Bitcoin right now is 52,221. So I'll just click on that and you can see this. But you can definitely edit this to anything that you want. If you want to buy some Bitcoin a bit cheaper, you can come down around these prices at 52.20, something like that. So you can change this to, let's say 52.00 like this, which is a little bit below the current price, but you may get some cheap Bitcoin. So that's the price that you're willing to pay per Bitcoin. And this is the amount of Bitcoin that you want to buy. So for me, it's just a decimal of Bitcoin. So I don't want to spend that much. And then you can just come through and press buy BTC. Now, what is going to happen with a limit order is that because your price is under the current price, so it's not actually under the current price, but if I do 100, you can see it's under this current price. It will not be able to trade straight away because your price is down here. It's a little bit too cheap. So what will happen is that your order will come into this tab, open orders, and you'll see it here. You'll see Bitcoin and also the price you're willing to pay and the amount that you want to pay. And it will be working for you. Now, if the price moves around and matches your order price and the amount, then that will go through for you and that will be into your order history or trade history. And you can see what you have actually bought and that will be deposited back into your account and into your assets tab. If you want to go ahead and use KuCoin right away because of the good altcoin support and low trading fees, I'll leave the link right there in the description. Just click that one, go through and sign up straight away. Also, please give the video a thumbs up if you did find value in it. Definitely subscribe for way more crypto content, and I'll see you in the next one.